Hi there, it's Art by C, and today we are going to be working on some mini landscapes in gouache. And I'm sure you're curious, how many are they? Well, they're actually 2 inches by 2 inches, so they are pretty small. I kind of wanted to challenge myself with the size, and many things are just cute, so the formatting of this video is a little different. I did try a different angle, and unfortunately I didn't really realize until the end of the video that my hand was in the way the majority of the time. So this video actually is more of like a stop motion video where the frame is going to change with what paint I added to it. I basically just cut out whenever my hand was in the frame. Except for this first painting, there were a few shots where my hand wasn't entirely in the way, so I did keep some of that. But like I said, the rest of the majority of the video is like a stop motion. So all of these landscapes are actually referenced pretty heavily off Pinterest photography that I found. I did try to shake it up a little bit because I didn't want to just completely copy them. I am working in gouache, as stated. It is the Holbein acrylic gouache. I've been with this for a little while and I really like it. That matte finish is just so beautiful, and it's really not achievable with other mediums except for maybe like a craft paint. But yeah, I have been working in this gouache quite a bit and I am having a lot of fun with it. So let's talk a little bit about my technique. So I kind of started with some base colors, and I am trying to use somewhat of a limited color palette for each. I only started with a few colors on my palette, and then I kind of create base colors for the horizon, for each section of the horizon, so like the foreground and then kind of the sky. So once I kind of set down some base colors, then I go in and block in the different parts of the detail. So whether it be the mountains or the water, I'll start blocking that in. Here is how this one turned out. This is the first one I painted and it's kind of my least favorite. I still like it, but I think I definitely progressed as I did more. But yeah, so back to kind of my method. After I block in those areas, then I slowly just kind of build up the detail. If you guys would like a more in-depth process, more in-depth explanation of this process, let me know and I can go into more depth, but I thought this video would just kind of be like a nice relaxing kind of paint with me video. I actually went into this project not even thinking that I would make it into a video. As you can kind of tell, the first painting didn't have the intro of putting the tape on it and everything. But then I kind of thought it would be cool and a nice video to film and pretty simple to edit, which is good for me. But after doing a few, I thought it might be kind of fun to create a sticker pack of some landscapes. I'll probably do some more in the future, and I've been really interested in the idea of like designing my own packaging for a project. So like for example, like I create something that has enough width, enough elements to it that I can create like a box to put it in with like packaging on each side. I don't know why, but that idea really intrigues me, just like making all angles of the design of the box and then being able to fold it and put it together. I just like all the different processes of going into like creating and selling products. So naturally I'd like to create the packaging myself. I just think that would be kind of fun, and I think something like this would be perfect where I could have, let's say, maybe 15 to 20 different stickers. That would be kind of small. I was thinking like 1.5 by 1.5, and then it would have a pretty decent width where it would be appropriate to put them in kind of a little box. As I stated earlier, I do really like little things, little trinkets. A lot of my shop, my Etsy shop, a lot of the products are just little fun stickers, little cute packs. For me, when I'm looking at buying products on Etsy, it's really has a lot to do with the packaging. I'm just super intrigued by cute little packaging. But going back to the paintings, obviously this is the third one I created. I was really happy with it. I loved the saturation and the colors. Overall, I just like the color scheme as well. So now I'm moving on to the fourth one, and I feel like this one has the most amount of detail in it. Probably just because it was a picture with a lot of detail. There's a lot of detail within the crevices of the mountains, the rocks. If you've never painted mountains, I definitely recommend it because honestly, you kind of just put a bunch of different colors of paint on your brush and tap them around and it ends up looking like a mountain. So at some point in this video, I did kind of want to give you guys some updates on just my Art by Sea branding and everything. So I did launch my Patreon. Some of you may have seen that due to my last video where I talked about all the rewards and the tiers and all the fun details. So if you are interested in me as an artist and want to support me and want to get some cool rewards, I would definitely say check out my Patreon. I put a lot of work into creating that. But yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. It's really a lot of fun to paint these mini landscapes, so I would definitely say give it a try, and if you do, feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to see what you create. As always, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, leave a comment, subscribe, and a huge thanks to all my Patreons. Bye guys.